All right. We in the building now. We in the building now. Straight.
There we go.
All right. There we go. You know what I'm
Bet.
saying? All right.
We
What's
locked
happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo, and welcome back to the bird section. Ah! I got my man Warren here from the Eagles Collective Podcast. We're in the midst of Dallas Hate Week, and we have to talk about things because he's been going through it like I've been going through it, dealing with these Cowboys, these Cowboy fans, you know what I'm saying? And they don't get it. They just don't get it. You know what I'm
They're
saying,
not
right?
locked in. They're not locked in. They still getting over the loss right now. They still getting over the loss.
Yeah, yeah. They're going through
They're mourning right now,
right.
actually.
They're going through the different stages of phases of grief. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because it's almost like you listen to them now. Some of them, it's like damn, they kicking Micah's back in on his way out the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, they throwing all kinds of dirt on his name. He was a locker room cancer.
Yeah.
I don't know if the team really liked him like that. You know what I'm
Now the
saying?
podcast is the problem.
The
Now the
podcast,
podcast is
remember
the problem.
that? Yeah, and listen, dog. Look, we're sitting here, and I'm like, y'all talking to us like we wasn't there when all this came up.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all act like I don't remember what you said
Mm-hmm.
when all this
Like we
came up.
like we just
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, like we weren't here with you. You think we wasn't here? You don't think we don't remember what y'all was saying about him back then? You know what I'm
We've been
saying?
telling y'all the podcast is a distraction. Now all of a sudden they all in agreement of it. They all in agreement. This is
Bruh,
crazy.
because I told a couple of Dallas fan bases that y'all seem to forget that we were right there with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we remember everything. Okay, we remember it all. But at that time we would say things like, just it was just a dig when we would say these things, but we would say things to y'all like, oh, Michael wants to be an Eagle. And that would get y'all riled up back then.
That'll
You
get
know what
them
I'm saying?
tight.
They get real tight whenever we start talking like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, okay, I see. Yo, Leo, what's good? Marcus Blackman, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? You saw it, the Cowboys Super Bowl. The Cowboys Super Bowl, the Eagles are going to dog walk them, a football organization against the reality TV show organization. Julius Kurtz, you said a mouthful right there. You ain't never lie.
Yeah.
You ain't never lie. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's
all right, hold on for a second, Marcus, because right now it's just going to be just me and Warren on this one tonight. All right, you know what I'm saying? I'll do another one. I'll do another one when I can have you on and bring you into the chat, so you in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, wait a minute, Warren, that's a Cowboys fan.
where
Marcus
I only
Blackman.
see I only
I,
see one
I
comment right now.
he's in my on my chat on my page. Are you
Okay.
connected?
Yeah, I'm looking on YouTube right now.
Yeah, yeah, on YouTube. Look on YouTube. That's how I got it. But he's a Cowboys content. He's a Cowboys fan. You know what I'm
Uh
saying? Yeah. So you gotta give him a
so
little
he's
more
mourning.
grace. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's Dallas hate week. You know what I'm saying? It's been rough, man. It's been rough. You know, for you, it's been great for us. I've been
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like we like it. I think the craziest thing about it is we've been telling them that Micah isn't that guy. We've been telling them that.
Mm,
And we've been saying like, hey, he's good. He's got the notoriety and
hmm.
all this stuff. Calling him the next Lawrence Taylor way too early.
Yeah,
All that
yeah.
stuff, and then now he's a distraction. And you saw how it comes how business worked out with him, and you let him go, and now y'all agreeing on all this stuff. My thing is why? Like why now? Is it to make you feel better at the end? What's the real process with this?
So you gotta you gotta recognize the fact that we're talking about some serious tempestuous hearts when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the Cowboys fan base right now. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And also recognize what phase, as of today, what phase are they in the mourning process? You
Uh,
see what I'm saying?
that's a good one.
It's acceptance. They, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's, they crashed out already. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
know people who went and got drunk, you know what I'm saying? And passed out and left their
Yeah.
live stream going. You know what I'm saying? I know the fan base was already, as we said before, splintered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So there was a segment of the fan base who, were cheering this. You know what I'm saying? See, I told y'all. So there's a very significant portion of the fan base who, by virtue of this move, feels as though they were right. This is a told y'all moment. I was right.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And then, there's but again, all to say, a lot of tempestuous hearts when it comes to the Cowboys fan base. And all this 7 days before you got to play us in Philly when we're dropping the banner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you done lost your mind. Oh, yeah, it's going down now.
Yeah.
It's about to go down. It's really about to go down. And
They
so,
about to show why they lost them, what it feels like, and what it's gonna look like. So
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
see.
This is, and mind you, it just all it did was it made going to the gallows take even longer. A lot of this, was difficult. I think that they haven't really come to terms with yet is how much of this could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Do you like
Mm-hmm.
all the like you're in this situation and you honestly didn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? They could have got Micah for mid-30s.
Yeah.
They could
That's
have got him for 10 million less than what Green Bay did to get it.
yeah. And I was watching something. If they would have signed Dak early, they would have signed CD Lamb
Mhm.
early, and if they would have signed Micah early, technically the Cowboys would have saved $99 million
God
all of
damn.
out of all of it.
Are you 99 million?
Correct.
Holy shit.
Yeah. If they would have
Shit.
stayed on top of everything and made their moves. Now, something that's
Oh
now starting to become a conference. What's that?
no, I'm still processing.
Yeah.
99. Oh, like, do you not realize that's your job?
Yeah, bro.
That's
Yeah.
your job, like as a GM. You know what I'm saying? 99 million?
Think
90,
about how many other people they could have signed at that point.
99. They could have had Derek Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah. And then what's starting
Wow.
to come out of the weeds now is now the Jordan Love talk in comparison to Jalen. So I've been hearing a lot of that now.
Oh, no. Fill me in. What?
Yeah, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of Packers fans saying, "Oh, well, we going all the way to the Super Bowl. We taking off. It's our season." I'm like, over one person.
Oh, they talk like Commander fans with Jaden
Correct,
Daniels.
correct.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, so there's
okay.
there's a lot of so the same conversations we have with Commander fans, they having that with Lions fans right now.
But
That's what's going on the other end.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, they've won in the modern era.
Yeah, they have.
You know what I'm saying? So and Micah, here's what Micah did. Micah made them a better team, but they're still not better than us. That's the problem. At the
Yeah,
end of the day, yes, did Green Bay get better? Hell yeah. Are they going to be a factor? Absolutely. Are they going to beat us? Hell no. Are you shit me?
that's
No.
what I'm. That's what
Hey,
I was saying.
damn. So pump
Now
your
they got all
brakes.
this talk about how how the Packers are going to be, how they're way better than the Cowboys roster. And I was like, you haven't even looked at the Eagles roster yet.
No,
Like,
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? First of all, everyone hates us because our problems are not the same as a lot of other organizations. A
correct.
lot of organizations within the league, period, all not just the NFC, but just in the league, period, are going through some sort of a transition. You know what I'm saying? They have some money problems or what have you. So whenever Philadelphia Eagle fans start talking or anything like that, even though we
Mm-hmm.
could be spitting all kinds of facts and data and figures and everything like that, to them, all they hear is we think we're this, we're great, we're awesome, we're this. That's all they hear. That's all they know. Okay. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like if we say we have a question mark at DB and safety, they say a chink in the armor.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that means you can be beaten. You're not Drago from Rocky 3. And it's like, what? Huh?
Yeah, nobody said
No one said that. What the
anything
hell?
about that.
So
Yeah.
now so when you hear how they react, that tells you how they built us up in their head. It not
Mm-hmm.
how not nothing I said. It's everything how they feel and what they think. And the thing about it is that as Eagle fans, we are breathing a very different kind of air than them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're breathing, our way of thinking, everything. Listen, it's rubbing these Cowboys. They're in such a disarray, right? That they don't even realize, you know, they think that this first game on Thursday, this is their Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And when you and then but then you get somebody like me and you get me in front of and you talking to me and I tell you this is nothing but a tune-up game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all doing?
It
You know,
really is. Like,
no, yeah.
it's
I'm
almost a
looking at them and I'm
preseason.
like, why are y'all? Because they're telling me things like, you ain't gonna be able to go outside. You know, I got Mark Holmes telling me if we lose this game, he's gonna drive to my house that night just so he could tease. And I'm like, but it's a tune-up game.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? You know,
We don't
like
expect to get a
yeah, and I no, I look, wait, more. I said to him, I said, this is
mm,
what ticks me off, what frustrates me. And I said, all y'all Cowboy fans act like y'all don't know who these dudes is.
mm-hmm.
Y'all act like y'all don't know who this team is. What if we went 0-2, if we went in the first 4 games, if we went 2-2, what? Y'all
Mm,
y'all 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 seen this before. If
yeah,
there's ever a team year after year, after year after year after year who starts slow, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all know that.
unfortunately.
Everybody knows that. Y'all sitting here on the TV in front of these on this channel here, and y'all pretending like y'all wasn't there either. I know y'all was there. Y'all teased us about it. So
Mm,
now all of a sudden we're the defending Super Bowl champions, and if we come and if y'all come to town and we lose, what? Our season is over with? Please. We always start off slow. You know what I'm saying? Look, we went 2-2 last year and ended 14-3. Well, goddamn.
hmm If anything, you don't want us to lose, honestly.
Right.
Anything, you don't want us to lose because we're a
Right.
comeback team at the end of the day. We we come back from losses.
Yeah,
We don't
but
sit and wallow in our losses.
you know what? We lost 3 games last year. Okay. We lost 3 games in the regular season. You know, let them tell it. You swear we lost 14 games. They the way come on. Like there's this imaginary pressure that they think we have. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It wouldn't like I'm sorry, but if the Eagles started off slow this season, what else is new? They did it
Yeah,
last year, they did it the year before, and they did it the year before that. They always start. I don't play. I don't listen. It would be characteristic to win the game, and it'd be characteristic of this team to lose the game, the first game. It's the
yeah,
Eagles, y'all. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? we don't know what kind of team we're going to be until week 4. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Vic Fangio
So
doesn't even know who he's gonna have yet.
right.
Till
We
till
still
then.
figuring shit out. Mind you, we hadn't seen any of the starters in live game action throughout the preseason. They didn't play in the preseason. They had to
Yeah.
join practices, yeah, but they didn't actually play in any preseason games. So there's a lot of things. There are things, and I'm not saying we're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying those are just regular issues that every football team is going to have to deal with. That's all. Those are just regular football issues. The Dallas Cowboys,
Yeah.
shit, they've had to
I won't
deal
draw
with.
concern until it's November, late October,
Yeah,
early November, and we're taking losses like that.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Now, yeah,
that's when it's question marks.
yeah. It's
Everybody,
like
we all watched college football this weekend, and we saw a lot of these teams didn't play up to their potential. So we
that's true.
know first
Yeah,
game is really just kind of just a breakout.
the dress
Breakout.
rehearsal.
Yeah,
Just a
it's to
dr- it's
get
still
ready.
you're still figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's your first time really firing up the toys and really getting out there and letting the toys, letting the engine hum a little bit. You open
Mhm.
her up a bit. There are mistakes, game mistakes that you got to go through, particularly with this new offensive coordinator. We don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We don't
we still
know.
wonder. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, and this is and the thing is that because I'm dead ass serious with my lack of concern, should we lose the game, it rubs them wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It tells you this is all tells you how you know we're breathing a different air. Boy, I Marcus Blackman is going in. Listen to this, okay? This is going to be a minute, all right? So that's old news, fellas. We all know we should have resigned from them earlier. The Eagles secondary is broken. Michael will never win on Green Bay because they have Jordan Love as quarterback.
Mhm.
Micah left America's team to become a cheesehead. What up, Eagles family, Super Bowl champion Marcus Blackman? The Eagles are a formidable team, no doubt, but they will take that L come Thursday night. I sense fear in both of your voices. Leo, they just mad because they are not built like we. We different over here. Fly Eagles fly. Absolutely, Donald. Marcus Blackman. The Cowboys have nothing to lose, so the pressure will be on the Eagles. That's that pressure shit I told you about. Green Bay may be pretty good, but it's a lot to give up two firsts, a DT, and 47 million. It'd be crazy if they got ran on. The Eagles are notorious for starting out slow, and this is why the Cowboys will be victorious. I
Mhm.
sense fear and concern. Y'all barely got the Rams. I give the Eagles credit. They got it done last season, but this a new year. We might just have four number ones over the next 2 years, or we gamble and trade up or back, or we could trade second rounders or a lower for some players. Think about it. I said that, Coyote up. Uh, not nobody played in preseason, so it's very difficult to determine these games early on. Uh, that's pretty much it. Philly D said, Kyle, how do you have all four number ones? Did you have an extra one? Oh no, yeah, the four number ones over the next 2 years. If you had me on hear it from the horse's mouth, we probably a better run defense team. Okay, Marcus, you know what I'm saying? That's my man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. A
Yeah,
better run defense from the Cowboys. I think y'all got a run stopper on the team. Mind you, he's coming back from an injury.
he had the worst season of his career
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, and he's not going to coach up Mozzie Smith like that to be able to stop Saquon. Um, Now, watching the Brazil game and the first game in the playoffs, we did our job. So we did our job up against what's his name again that the Cowboys picked up?
You talking about Keon Clark?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they did their job with that. So I'm not too concerned about that. It's more of where's this team at now? Like I'm going into this game looking to see, hey, is Saquon still moving like he is? Is Saquon still the way he is? Is Jalen passing more? What is the OC looking like? That's the way that I'm going into this game. Seeing
Oh, you just yeah. Oh boy, Warren. Oh, listen to you. You only have to worry about the look. It's no secret. It is no like there's no secret, and this is what they can't stand about you. It's no secret. What did you say? And all that you said, what was groundbreaking news? Nothing. They
Exactly.
all know Saquon coming. They all know that O line is coming. They all
Mm-hmm.
know that Jalen is coming. They all know that AJ is coming. That Devontae is coming. That Dallas Clark is coming. They all know. They know. Okay. Here's the thing. What are you gonna do? How you gonna stop it? Pick your poison. It's no secret. You know what I'm saying? It is no secret. But if you're telling me that majority of these guys that you bringing back on defense was there last year, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? If Matt Eberflus has got this defense flowing like he know like y'all know he gonna have it right. All that's gonna happen. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm looking, because here's the thing. Y'all know what y'all getting from us. They know. I just told you. You know what I'm saying? They have no idea what they're getting from their own defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about this defense. Nothing. They only know who on the defense, but they don't know nothing about this defense. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's the
Facts.
point. They know everything about our offense. They know who our left tackle is. They know that every guy on our offensive line has the ability to pull. They know how big they are. They know how tall they are. Right? You know what I'm saying? They
They
know.
got everything they need.
Yeah. How many
Let's
years
just stop
Saquon?
it now. What do we
How,
do to stop it?
yeah. How many years? How many years Saquon been in the league? Like what? 7 years?
Yeah, I would say about 7.
Yeah. So you faced him at least 10 times over the last 7 years. You know what I'm saying? 12 times. Because he was hurt for a year, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's not like you ain't got no intel on this dude. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like you don't like. I mean, come on now. We're not talking about somebody y'all don't know. It was the same thing with Washington. Like y'all act like y'all don't know who this dude is. Like y'all didn't know who Saquon was before he got to Philadelphia. Fuck out of here. Come on. You had to plan against him like we did.
Yep.
Thing. He fucked
It,
us up like he fucked y'all up.
it used to be just stop Saquon and the Giants don't go anywhere.
Exactly.
Now we got this is the thing though. If you see how they built, when Jalen first got into the league, they realized, okay, he needs another receiver. They bring in AJ Brown.
Yep.
AJ Brown becomes dominant. They like, damn, okay, they got a pass game now.
After they drafted Devontae.
Yeah, after they drafted Devontae, then they like, okay, we knew that we didn't have the runner that we wanted with having Miles Sanders and then having Swift there. We didn't have the runner that we wanted. Now we have that runner. He breaks for over 2,000. Now it's like like you said, pick your poison. That's how the Super Bowl was. It was pick your poison. You gonna stop the run, or you gonna stop the pass.
The last bit of film you have on the Dallas Cowboys was them getting their asses stomped by the youngest team in the league. Okay. And mind you, Dallas is the third youngest team in the league this year.
Yeah,
We're second. Okay. We're the second youngest team. They're the third youngest team.
I
Okay.
think Green Bay's the first, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, Green Bay's still the first, I think. Or is it
Yeah,
Detroit? One or the other. Yeah.
yeah.
But my point and all that to say is that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like that's the last bit of film we have on y'all. Y'all getting monkey stomped in your house by
Mm-hmm.
them in the playoffs. They were the number 7 seed. Y'all were the number 2 seed. And they came to y'all house and they whooped y'all asses. Bad, something awful. And a lot of the people who contributed to that ass whooping are still on your team. Michael wasn't
With
the
new
only
coaches.
one.
With
You know
new
what I'm saying?
coaches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And somebody that was on that staff last year is now your head coach. If you all talking about last year was a team effort and not just putting it on Dak, okay, fine. If it's a team effort, then your current coach had a contribution, a big contribution, no, but contributed nonetheless, still there.
Mm.
Okay, so what like the last bit of film that you have on us? What was the last thing you saw about this team here? The last bit of film on this team. The last bit of film that features 10 of the 11 guys this year. They know about 10 of the guys already. They got film. They literally got a year's worth of film on our starting offense, aside from one player. And not even, no, everybody. Because the Eagles ranked fourth in offensive line combinations. We had 29 different offensive line combinations. 29. Okay. And you mean to tell me a team that had 29 different offensive line combinations still produced a 2,500 yard back if you include regular season and playoffs? 29 different combination offensive line produced 1,000 yard pass or a 1,000 yard wide receiver and
Mm.
another wide receiver with 880 something yards with the that you know what I'm saying? Like when you like I know Cowboys Nation loves to put out numbers. Dak is 9-4 and all this other stuff, and I get that, but all you do is you just prove to the world, you know what I'm saying, how out of touch you are and what it means to be these things are not the flexes that y'all think it is. It's been 30 years. It's official.
Yeah.
It's official. Everything, your entire point of view, your entire way of thinking, although it's true, and yes, all those things happen, but as of right now, in this Dallas hate week, it's ancient thinking. And that's what the youngin was saying yesterday on Mark's channel. That's what I
Mm.
was trying to explain to them today. That young man is 26 years old, diehard Eagles fan. He can't even
Mm.
begin to tell you about any of that Dallas stuff that y'all be talking about. And he flamed the fuck out of them. He
Mm.
flamed the hell. He was Daenerys Targaryen, Dracarys. I mean, that's what he did. And he
Yeah.
he got to do he when he realized when my man said to the one guy who's there was somebody who's on the call yesterday. His name's Walker Wade. My man has Troy Aikman as his that's his lock screen. So
Mm.
he's like so when he does this, right? You see what mine
Mm.
is?
Yeah.
Okay. What pops up for him is what pops up for him is Troy Aikman. And the youngin was like, wait a minute, hold up. Because he had never been on the show before, so he didn't know what he was walking into. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And he said, why does Troy Aikman keep popping up on my screen and whenever you talk? And it was like, oh, that's your lock screen. So he was like, see, that's part of the problem right there. You stuck in, I didn't realize it. You stuck in the 90s and I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was
He's
like,
he's
yeah,
like
and I
Cowboys.
realized I was like, damn,
Yeah.
there's nobody on the current team that is worthy of being his lock screen. And he said, well, I only buy the jerseys and support and support my show my support for my team when it comes to people who were in the Hall of Fame, folk that have done something for me, that they put in. You see what I'm saying? That's the way he shows his fandom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that tells you how sad that is, that you've been so far removed from winning that you refuse to support the current players until they bring you a Super Bowl. That's a
That
sad state of affairs to be in.
yeah, that's stubborn. That's stubbornness.
And
And
that's what I kept trying to tell him. Like, look, man, the moment you said 93, you lost. As soon as you said 93, you lost. That was it. It was over. That's a kid. He's and as much as I told him, I said, right or wrong, didn't matter how right you were or how wrong you may have been. As far as that kid is concerned, you know what I'm saying? It's all ancient history. He can't
Yeah.
even begin to empathize with you.
He can watch film on YouTube, but that's not going to do anything. That doesn't
Yeah,
do nothing. That
yeah, that's
doesn't.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that don't
He
it
wasn't
don't.
even alive.
The
He,
feeling that you got when they won the Super Bowl back in February, that's a feeling that only people that won in this era will feel. Because
and
you got to think about it.
and wait
When
a minute, he was
when the Cowboys
18.
won, there was no YouTube. There
Yeah,
was no
that's what I
YouTube
said.
to go
I
on and
told him
shout.
that. I was like, that's why I said the modern era. They
Yeah,
it predates most of the internet. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That like this is the modern era. That Super Bowl, their last Super Bowl was the first Super Bowl where in the advertisements you started seeing .com. Remember
Well,
how
I
remember
look at it as around that time to know that they won the Super Bowl, you had to read a newspaper as your source of information. Like
Mhm.
that's what's crazy.
There was none of this was here.
Yeah.
And again, he wasn't like like listen, Dak Prescott wasn't alive. Well, he was. He was one or two.
Hmm.
Jalen Hurts was not alive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys were not majority of your team. If y'all the third youngest team in the league, so nobody on that team was alive.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? None of them. They
That's heavy.
don't, and so y'all want them to have a pride about something. That's why you got to have the documentary. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They
That's
have to
true.
deal with the documentary. They got to deal with this Micah Parsons shit. They got to deal with the owner. It's bananas. Meanwhile, and this is the thing. This is where they are right now in their minds. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia Eagles La La Land, oh they get to all they get to talk about is depth, you know, and oh look, they got a question mark at the secondary, and they ain't got no pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, that's how they talking. And the
Mm.
problem is that they think because y'all just so perfect. You think you're so perfect. You're not so perfect. Ugh. Watch we win. We should win just to make y'all mad.
Yeah.
We're gonna have pressure. It's pressure on you. If you lose, you can't come outside. Ugh. That is how fucking far. That's
That's
how far
wild.
removed they are.
That's wild. And
Yeah,
it's like
think
we don't
about it.
even care about. We just trying to get a W. We don't even care how it looks.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I've had some of these. I've had some of these people. Look, today, one dude told me he wishes Jalen Hurts ACL gets blown out. Mm. He's hoping the bad curse is real. He's like that's how much this whole the way I'm talking and everything like that, the way we conduct carrying ourselves, that's how much it came from the diaphragm, dog. Do you realize like when these Cowboy fans are talking to you, it's coming from a place of down deep. Look, I got the video. I'm gonna put it on there too, because this is exactly what's happening right now. The Dallas Cowboys are Eddie King Jr. at the airport. when,
And
when
I've been watching it,
wait,
and
wait,
it's
wait.
yeah,
Remember when Flash walked by? We're Flash. And Eddie King Jr. said, how's it feel to be me? that's 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 like
yeah,
this. I wish that raindrops would fall.
making them
That's
tight,
them.
making them tight.
That's them. That's them.
That's how they living right now. That's how they.
Yeah. This is hard times. This is not this is at this point, you know what I'm saying, they are learning that to be in this stage right now, you know what I'm saying, this is not for the faint of heart. That understand, man, before any of this went down, the fan base was already splintered.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They were splintered. There's all these different factions already. You know what I'm saying? The I hate Dak faction versus, like we ride for Dak. You know what I'm saying? Like there's all kinds of different things, but here's what is the most interesting part about it. You know what I'm saying? They continue to give that man their money
yeah.
begrudgingly, but they do it. You know what
I
I'm
got a
saying?
question actually for Cowboy fans.
Uh-huh. That's their
If you
tithes and
could,
offerings.
if you could trade, if you could go back during Micah Parsons trade. I mean, not Micah, but Dak's trade, Dak's whole contract. Would you have traded Dak to keep Micah, or would you have kept Dak in the way that it is? That's what I'm curious about because at
You
the
know
end of the
what?
day, Dak is the Dak is the one holding the ball. He's the one holding the ball and the decision maker at the end of the day.
Let,
Seeing what he's done.
See, wait a minute. I don't think that's fair. Or I think you were wrong for doing that. Because look, I know it's Dallas hate week, and this is a rare moment because they are going through the different phases of grief. But if we are to get these people into the next phase, you can't keep fucking with them and taking them in these peaks and valleys. We're asking them these setup questions because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what their thought process is because at the end of the day, they upset that I see Michael Parsons jerseys going for $20 right now.
I was thinking about buying one. I was thinking about buying one. Because yeah, just to remind them. You know what I'm saying?
Just to keep it in the background.
Yup, yup, yup.
Yeah,
I keep it in the background. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? This would
because
be
I know you're not gonna trade CD Lamb. He's a valuable piece.
no. He's
But if you had the choice between Dak or Micah, would you have traded Dak instead? And I think a lot of them would say I would much rather trade Dak.
Here's the thing. CD is going to either be the greatest benefactor or the greatest victim, the biggest victim of this whole thing. And the reason I say that is because if they do right with these picks and everything like that, CD can help to usher in that next young generation and take them. You see what I'm saying? Be a
Mm,
part of that building of the culture that would last for a long time. Because CD still got some. He got more years ahead of him than Dak does.
yeah,
Dak's got more years behind him than he does ahead of him. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? You would have been able to say the same thing about Micah. You know what I'm saying? You can still say the same thing somewhat. No, George Pickens, yeah, but he's got some serviceable years. If they as long as they do right, and that's going to come by like give Dak time with these people with these guys, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the statesman now. He's the elder. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even though they're the youngest team in the league, he's the elder. You know what I'm saying? So now the locker room is completely his. You know what I'm saying? And understand, we getting a team like listen, Thursday, we getting an emotional team. Okay. And we're the first ones they get to beat up on
Hmm.
after everything that just happened. We're the first ones that they get to beat up on. And if there's ever a game that you could actually steal, if we're not on our shit, it'd be the first fucking game.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. That's where it
It's
happened.
banner night. Witness. I mean, listen. Let me say something. I expect the Philadelphia Eagles to smash the shit out of the Dallas Cowboys because everything based off of the evidence that I'm using and the things that I state. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it would be such an Eagle thing to also fucking drop this game and let y'all have all kinds of things to talk about and everything like that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be anything different. We're still winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Doesn't change anything.
That's
Yeah,
the end game at the end of the
yeah.
day. That's
That
the end game.
y'all got bragging rights for 12 weeks, right? When do we play them again? We
I think we play them in October, I believe.
we we got them week 12. Yeah.
Week
We'll see
12. Okay.
y'all. Yeah, you'll have bragging rights from now to week 12. You know what I'm saying? if we when we beat the shit out of y'all on Thursday, then best believe come week 12 we're going to probably beat the shit out of you even worse. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to like you're that's the game I guarantee y'all not going to win. Week 12.
And so if we beat them first game,
Yeah, then we're sweeping them.
we
Yeah.
gonna. I'm probably gonna go to that game week 12.
Yeah, week 12.
That's the Kelly Green game,
Yep.
and that's
Yep.
when we're gonna be. You want a little history. You're gonna be seeing us in that Kelly Green.
And we
So
haven't lost in that color. So there you go.
yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
gonna.
saying? Yeah, I think like but again, like whatever and if we lose, I'm saying we're going to beat the shit out of you. But if we lose, I'll eat that. And I'll take that L. You
Simple
know what I'm saying?
sweep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that L. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that L. But I'm standing on business. We're still going to win the Super Bowl, and we'll
Yeah.
probably beat the shit out of you because week 12, that's when we normally hit our stride. Week 12, like that's when we go on when we in the last 3 years when we went on those long runs. You know what I'm saying? Like what we went on a 14 game win streak. You know what I'm saying? After we went 2-2, like come on, like nah.
Sleeping on it.
Yeah,
Just
week 12, that's when we're the most dangerous. Cause now we're heating up. Now we're feeling ourselves. We're getting into things. And we got a brutal schedule. Our schedule was brutal last year. You know what I'm saying? And them other teams got to play us.
yeah.
So
We're gonna get everybody's best, so we'll be ready for the Super Bowl when you really think about it. If we
yeah,
getting everybody's best, we got the Lions, we got the Chiefs, we got the Packers, the Bears, the Vikings. Those are all people we probably going to face in the postseason. So
bruh. Yeah, bruh. That again, let's go back and let's go back and take a look at it and look at the film. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
And we could talk about how, we scored how many points? Didn't we break the record for the number of points scored in the playoffs?
Yeah, with the
Okay. So that
yeah,
means that means the key contributors to that were the Green Bay Packers, because we beat the shit out, we beat their asses, the LA Rams and
mm.
the Washington Commanders, and then the Kansas City Chiefs.
Only team we haven't faced is the Lions. That's literally the only team that
We got them. We got the Lions
we got
week
them after the
11. We got them week 11.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So we
that's honestly that's the game that I would like to see is against the Lions just because we haven't played them and
now
everybody talks so much about their defense.
wait. I want to say this before you go there. I want to say this. Now, here's something beyond just winning and everything like that. What I am going to be concentrating on a lot is
Mm-hmm.
I am so looking forward to seeing the battle between Tyler Booker and Jalen Carter.
Oh, this is not a battle
That's
thing.
You know what I'm saying? That to me, this is where it's going to be okay, your Chitlin boys against our Chitlin boys. I want to see.
Mhm.
I want to see. I want to see how this defense looks again. Because again, that's a hell of an offensive line that Philadelphia is coming in with
Yeah.
Micah. You know what I'm saying? We may end up having to see them twice this year.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So we'll probably end up seeing Micah and them, yeah, twice. We play them during the regular season and we'll probably end up playing them in the playoffs.
I feel like that's a fight between that division though, because that whole division stepped up except for the Lions. So I feel like they're
Yeah.
gonna have their own little battle with each other. So that's the way I look at them. I don't I don't see them as true competition yet. If they were to get somebody in the secondary that was actually like competitive like that up against AJ Brown, I would be worried. But
If
I can
the
see them. I can see
if,
them probably at number three.
if
Number
the
three.
Lions if the Lions had more time with the same coaching staff, I would be concerned. They're going through
Yeah,
some changes.
yeah. They don't. Yeah, different coaching
Yeah,
staff, different position
yeah,
coaches. Yeah,
I,
that's
I I would be if the Lions had a different coaching staff, had the same coaching staff, then I would feel differently. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I think the Green Bay Packers with the Micah Parsons acquisition, they got significantly better, but they are not better than us. There's
Yeah,
the difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and act a fool and act like they didn't get better. They did. They
they
just
got
didn't get
better
better than
with
us.
one
That's
person,
all. Yeah.
but
If you look,
we know how to beat Micah though.
yeah,
That's
look,
that's
yeah,
the
that I
thing.
was gonna say, yeah. Now, here's the thing as well. You know what I'm saying? Take a look. Just take a look around the NFC, around the whole league. These people are building their teams to either mirror us or to directly compete against us in a different way. But the
Mhm.
that like it's so bad. They're even considering making rules to change up how you can deal with dead money and all that other
The
shit.
void years, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? These teams have been playing, you know, chess, and Howie's playing Sudoku. You know what I'm saying? He doing something else. And they like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't get rid of the tush push. They don't like listen. It's no one likes us. You know what I'm saying? No one likes
We don't
us.
care.
Yeah, and we don't care. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're hungry, and guess what? We got 13 picks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dallas, when Micah go in the Hall of Fame, he's gonna go in as a Packer.
Don't do that to him. They still mourning, bro. Don't do that to him yet.
After I
Don't do
told
that
you not to do it
to
to
him. Don't do that to him
him.
yet.
I understand now. We just can't help ourselves. This
Yeah,
is
it's
Dallas
too
hate
easy.
week.
It's
Yes,
too
yeah.
easy.
Look, they gave us so much.
It's
They gave us
becoming low
so much
hanging fruit.
material.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you realize how much shit your owner signed y'all up for? Mm.
he said
Wait,
I'm gonna
wait,
put it
Warren.
all on deck. I
Wait,
paid him the most. He's got to do the
wait,
most.
wait. Here's the thing, right? Okay, we talking predictions now, right? Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Here's what I am predicting. You ready for this? Here's
Mhm.
my prediction. All right. My prediction is the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a New York Giants moment come December. And the reason why I say that is because don't forget, bro, the Hard Knocks cameras have been out there with them all summer. Same thing with us.
Mhm.
Same thing with the Commanders, and the same thing with the Giants. Where people forget, we're this year's Hard Knocks, the
Yep.
NFC East. You know what I'm saying? And do you realize what that Hard Knocks camera crew is sitting on right now? Everything, this whole thing with Micah and everything like that, it played out because the Hard Knocks stopped after the first game, be right before the first game of the regular season. That's when they stopped. Everything else is about training camp. This shit with Micah started off in training camp with him not being there. Do you realize how much shit that camera crew got?
Just imagine the way Hard Knocks is gonna narrate that.
Exactly, when they talk about the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to end up happening is that a lot of that inside shit, the things that just like how the New York Giants fan base shitted on Saquon till that Hard Knock film started coming out, and they realized, oh shit, like their front office was just fucking with Saquon. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And then Saquon does the interview, and he tells everybody, I didn't even know he was doing that on the phone when we were talking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All that kiki and all that shit. And like he was like, you got to understand, I'm on the phone. I'm in the conversation, but I don't know that's what's happening. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Behind the scenes.
And yeah, and it all came out on film. You know what I'm saying? So that was and all that stuff came out after the fan base pretty much shitted on Saquon. You know what I'm saying? And come to
Mhm.
find out, the entire time Saquon never wanted to leave. What AJ said, man, I'm so mad. I want to win one for you.
And see, the thing is about that is when they do the Hard Knocks, they announce that the front office gets the final edit for all the Hard
Hmm.
Knocks. So the Giants knew that that was going to come out.
And they still did it.
Exactly. So
And
the
they
fact
still,
that they were still willing to put that information out there, they didn't understand the repercussions of that.
yeah, Yeah.
I think a lot of teams going into this new Hard Knocks, they're gonna be paying attention to every little thing, make sure nothing crazy comes out or
Well,
nothing.
remember Jerry said I like to stir it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't think he ain't gonna let this, especially what if they like if they were to have a good season in spite of, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Then if the Hard Knocks episode can be interpreted completely different. See,
that's true.
listen, I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm gonna have him on the bird section. I think tomorrow. I know I'm doing Mark. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have him on too.
Mm,
No, not tomorrow. Next Monday, because he's actually a Kansas City Chiefs fan who is actually in Kansas City,
uh,
and he and we were talking about the beginning of Dallas Hate Week, and I had him laughing, and I told him, and he said, "Have you?" I said, when's the is the Kingdom out yet? He said, yeah, the Kingdom came out. And I said, how long has it been out? He said 2 weeks. And I said, oh shit, have you watched it yet? He said, no, but my friend did. And he said, remember that question you had? And the question was, how are they going to portray that last game?
mm,
You made a 8-part episode documentary about the chase to win 3 in a row, and you not only did you fail, but you failed miserably. And he said, when I first asked him that question, he said all the local talk radio stations were
mm,
asking the same question. That's the like when that subject comes up, that's what they talk about, And he said a friend of his uh was quite upset, you know what I'm saying, after having watched the whole documentary. You know what I'm saying? He didn't see it, you know what
mm.
I'm saying? He said, but he said, I'm gonna watch it. He said, I'm about to start watching it. He was like, I'm gonna wait. I said, well, wait till Philly Hate Week to watch it, and that's when I'll watch it. And then we could talk about it on that Monday and talk about how we could. And he was like, okay. He said, because I'm gonna bring it. I said, my man, and understand something, dog. This dude used to be a GM of an arena football team.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when he talks shit, he talk big shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll
He
his
understands all
what's
the numbers
what's
part of it.
yes,
Yeah.
that's his whole realm. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
So
that's
did
what
you see the rest of the Cowboy?
I finished it last night.
What was your thoughts on it?
So um I think that first of all, understand something. What was crazy about that is realize, you know what I'm saying, Warren, I'm 50. Okay.
Mm,
So the majority of the years that they were covering, when they were talking about, when they start talking about the triplets, right? All right, that for me is uh 10th, 10th grade to sophomore year of college for me.
mm.
All right. That's what those years cover for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember all these things that were happening. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's sort of kind of like a lot of it was like The Last Dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You watched The Last Dance, you was like, oh, so that's what was going on.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? You got the like everybody who was around and everything like that. We got like what made the last dance so good was we got the answers, the real answers to what happened. We remember what happened, but we didn't get the answers. And then to finally get the answer, it was like, oh, so he got food poisoning. Damn. That type of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was like, oh shit. That's how it was going down. Damn. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. And then the way they portrayed the Philadelphia Eagles the very first time,
I
I
liked it.
thought I did too. I said I like the fact that because I always liken us to if you are somebody that got some kind of if you got some kind of Disney story going on or whatever with you, and you got to play us, we're gonna fuck that story up. You don't want to play us. If you want
Yeah,
some, if you want some magical journey or whatever, and you got to go through Philly, no, we about to fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. That's what I try to tell Amani when he, because Amani Tuma, I'm friends with Amani Tuma, right? And
mm,
Amani will do dumb shit like stick his ring in my face. He do that shit like when we on an elevator or something. And I'd
yeah,
be like, and I have to remind him, like, hey, stop with that, man. Look, we didn't help y'all that year. We swept y'all. We did our
exactly,
job. we did our job. We're the only
exactly.
ones. And he stopped. He thought he was like, damn, you're right. I was like, yeah, shit, that don't. We
He's
did.
like, don't do that over here.
Yeah, don't we? Hey, we did. In order to stop you from winning the Super Bowl, so that you could not get there, we did what we could, which was to beat you the 2 times we were allowed to play you. So don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why he'll leave me alone. Um, Linda Collier said, "What's up, Linda girl? I'm sorry, we just talking. I ain't been looking at the chat, y'all, because I got my man Warren. Please do me the favor. Please hit the like and subscribe button. You know what it is. It's all about this. It's all about the Sorry about that. It is all about the algorithm and trying to get. If you haven't already, please take yourselves over to the Eagles Collective Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe on their page as well. I'm Me and Warren are in the midst of Dallas Hate Week. We are having a ball, but at the same time, we're being sensible about the situation.
Yeah,
This Dallas Hate Week, and just listen. Like I know it may seem, I know like this whole way of being, it really rubs the fan base wrong, but this is what it looks like to be a winner in the modern era. So we just got to demonstrate it. We got to show them. Like if you think about it, Warren, our entire conversation when it comes to our team, it's just about football. It's not about
that's all it
contracts,
is.
not
And at
owner.
the end of the day, I feel like we have the right to talk like this just because
Absolutely.
we dealt with the McNabb years.
No, 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 because you're wearing the crown. See,
We
I
wearing the
gotta,
crowd, but think about
yeah,
how long, how we went through those things with
yeah,
McNabb, getting so close,
yeah,
not
yeah,
getting there.
4 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, look, here's my thing, right? The one thing as the Super Bowl champion fan base right now, right? The one thing I am not interested in doing, especially after all of the vitriol that I have gotten from the other fan bases, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? The one thing that I refuse to do this season is to is to extend myself to make you feel better. I
Exactly.
don't care if it hurts your feelings to see me sitting up here like this and talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Fuck your feelings. I don't care if it bothers you that I sound like I'm too snotty and I da da da. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't. I no. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
That's facts.
I'm
We
not here to make you feel better. Oh,
there's no point to. I don't.
yeah,
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 you trying to stop us from being victorious with this
yeah.
push,
Come
trying to
on,
stop us with the void years.
tell them.
They trying to find so many ways to stop us, and you just can't.
Yeah,
It goes back to what we do, and you still just can't stop us. Whether it's on the field or in the front office, you can't stop us. That's all it is.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, and here's what else I refuse to do. Okay, I refuse to take part in your delusion and
Mhm.
pretend like you're better than what you really think you are. I mean, I ask people particularly Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? I ask them all the time, like, are like, I just want to make sure, like, are you saying this stuff because you really think it, or are you just saying it because you just, you're sticking up for your team? Do you really believe this? You know what I'm saying? He get mad because I'm not. I can't tell the difference. I'm just want to make sure, like, you believe this in your heart. Pretend the camera not rolling. It's just us in the room. Do you really believe that you're going to beat us? That you're going to win in your mind? And they'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like, man, this is fascinating. I find it fascinating that you think that. Wow, good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it's fucked up because you about to get fucked up. But damn, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like they know, like I'm like, are you? Do you know you about to get smashed? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know that? You know, they really believe that they're gonna win. They really believe that these things that happen and like they really like and I'm like, I guess it's just, my refusal to participate, I'm saying,
Mhm.
in that delusion, I'm saying, and coupled with the fact that, it's difficult for them to accept these things because they're in turmoil and it looks like everything's all hunky dory for us. I mean, I literally sat there and listened to a Cowboys fan tell me he was like, I hope your quarterback tears his ACL. I hope the Madden curse like they talked to me about the Madden curse. I mean, they are going through it.
If it's not the Madden curse, it's nobody in NFC East has won the division
Yeah,
uh,
that one
going
too.
on 20 years. You hear
That
that
one too.
here, and then I tell myself, and I usually tell them, well, who broke that curse back in 2004? Who broke that? It was the Eagles.
Who was the last ones to do it? Yeah, we'll pick it up.
Yeah, so don't worry.
Pick it up. Now,
We'll
now,
fix that.
now, the next worst ones is the Commanders.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sh- I shit you not. I shit you not. Like listen, bro. My youngin, you know what I'm saying? My
Mm,
youngin found out that he didn't realize that, and I know somebody else who didn't realize that we call Jayden Daniels JD 55. They didn't know that that was the nickname, you know what I'm saying?
mm.
And because he didn't know that, that rubbed another Commanders fan raw too. You know what I'm saying? And this guy proceeded to tell me that we're going to come in last place and they're going to win the division. And and the thing is that the most amazing part about that is he said it with a straight ass face. I mean,
Mm.
he was dead ass serious. He was dead serious. That's the part that made me be like, damn, like none of them have had. That's how I know they all need their medication adjusted. So you got to be mindful about the way you talking to these people. You know what I'm saying? They all
Well,
got to get their
Commander fans, I
medication.
ain't worried about them. We don't play them till what, week 14? So they'll they'll go in, they'll crash and burn themselves. That's the way I look at that. They won't even be ready for us by the time we get to them.
They are literally the oldest team. Okay,
Yeah, they
so
are. That's crazy
in the
work.
league. They are the oldest team. And the first time we see them is
I
week
think it's week 14 because we got them, the Bills, and then they're the last game,
13.
or week 15,
Nope. We see them week 17 and week 19.
17 and 19. Okay.
And wait a minute. Week 16 and week 18.
Don't we got the Bills in between that though?
Yes, we got Buffalo in between.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why I'm not even worried about that JD5 and all that stuff. Can My question is for Commanders fans, with your roster and personnel, would they even be ready to move at that point? Just because it's going to be a long week, and they're not going to be playing the same players that they're not going to be playing the same teams that they played last year, just because they went to the championship. So their schedule's gotten harder. So can they keep up? Having the oldest team isn't the best thing right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. Remember, you know what I'm saying? With them, remember we said they're the oldest team,
Mm-hmm.
and we said week 16.
Yeah.
You think at and they're playing a bunch of playoff teams during the season too, as
They
well.
played the same people we played
Exactly.
that whole Chiefs division.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they played
Yeah.
all of them.
The difference is one of the things I noticed is that Dallas has to go to Denver. Denver got to come to us. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I prefer.
saying? And And my partner told me, he was like, "Yo, you definitely do notice it. The air thing in Denver,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
yeah,
above
that's
sea level.
real.
There.
Yeah." He said that's real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm imagining, you know what I'm saying? Look, it's it's gonna be a lot of this really like I there's no other way to describe it other than say, man, yo, Warren, man, this is nothing but a tune-up game.
Mm. That's all it
I
is.
know they don't like it. I
At the end of the
know.
day, we just want to see our starters play. We
Yeah,
just want to see what they look like on the field. That's all.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
just seeing them on the field so they can see that banner drop, play a game, learn
Yeah,
from the mistakes, and fix it.
yeah, yeah. Listen, I fully expect them to win the game. Okay, I fully expect them to win the game based off of the last bit of evidence that I have from what most of this team looks like. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The last piece of film, which is only like what, 6 months old. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? How much I don't expect that much of a drop off, maybe even better. I don't know. But I expect them, you know what I'm saying? The defense as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking forward to that. Can't wait. I have there are individual battles that I'm so looking forward to seeing. You know what I'm saying? And and listen, whatever the mistakes are and everything like that, you know, we know what the mistakes was that was being made during the course of the preseason. A lot of our youngins, you know what I'm saying, they had to play we our twos played against Cincinnati's ones. And Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase cooked the shit out of a lot of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But that was good film. That was good experience. You know what I'm saying? Same thing happened in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? They had there was a lot of mistakes that was being made, but that was stuff that was when they're supposed to be made. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they've collectively come together what this product is going to look like on the field. Not to mention, I already said before, Jalen Carter and Tyler Booker. I want to see that. I want to see Jordan Davis and Mozzie Smith and Tyler Guyton. I want to see how that. I want to see how this is going to look. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I want to see Ty Robinson get up in there. I want to see what Moral Jomo going to look like. I
and
want to see what
Kuzma.
I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas's offensive line has been a source of strength for them. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't very successful against and they weren't very successful against our defense. If you think about it, how many
Yeah,
catches did Quinyon hold CD to? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they think here's the thing. They really this is how the fan base is right now. They think that we are afraid of George Pickens. Like somehow in their minds, right? Somehow in their minds, they think that George Pickens is going to be running like a gazelle all over the field, and we just going to get torched like that.
Who was this again? George Pickens.
Yes, they think,
Uh,
because the DB2 position is where where we have a question mark. So either Dory Jackson or Jacorian Bennett, you know what I'm saying, whoever's manning that DB2, that's the weakest link as they see. And then they also see the safety position opposite Reed as another sense of a question mark. You know what I'm saying? And then they think that our pass rush is less than. So
really?
yeah, this is how I promise you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Like my
But
thing is this:
wait, wait, wait,
you
wait,
got
wait,
Makuba out there,
wait,
and you
wait, wait.
got
No, wait,
Campbell.
Warren. Listen, 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 listen. Everything you're about to say is going to be
Mm-hmm.
true. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am doing is I am telling you this is how they think, right? Now, let me tell you why they think it. The reason why they think all these things is because they have been so distracted with the whole Micah Parsons thing and the shenanigans and the documentaries and all that stuff that what they have not been, even though it's a question mark, they are not aware that everything that was a question mark for them has a active active um a correction taking place right now. You see what
Mm.
I'm saying? They don't realize that they're not in tune. They don't know how lethal our linebacker group just gotten. They don't know nothing about. They ain't saying they. Cowboy fans keep forgetting Jihad Campbell's on our team. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They keep forgetting. They don't even know that there's a such thing as now a vanilla gorilla on our team. They don't even know we got that. They don't even know that's a thing.
They're
You know
not
what I'm
even
saying?
ready.
No, they're like they are so out of touch that they think that they think that these question marks have not been addressed. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And so you got to say things to them to shake them up a bit and be like, "Do you realize who our GM is? How long does Howie allow question marks to even exist without trying something? There's always activity.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's almost like just sit back and just look
Yeah,
at the roster build that we had.
yeah, no,
Like,
and
like if you truly think that you're gonna beat us, sit back and look at the roster build that we made.
they,
That
bro, you know what I'm saying? Like Jerry Jones signing
Deron Bland.
yeah, Deron Bland and they're talking about tightening up what is it, Tyler Guyton, you know what I'm saying, or Tyler
Mhm.
Smith, somebody on the offensive line. Those are moves that have gotten them plugged back in again. Whereas for us, it's what you're supposed to do. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Which is where, this is where the jabs for the Micah Parsons things come to play because they could have got Micah for the mid 30s.
what they're doing is standard operations for us.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
standard operations.
Yes. E-
Handle that. You
e-
take
e-
care of that. You make sure that's done.
Exactly. See, now do you understand what I mean by when I say the
Mhm.
difference in the way that you're thinking versus how they're thinking? This is like a yay, we want like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the different stages of grief. You know what I'm saying? This was a heavy one too. Jerry made them go through the whole Michael Parsons saga, the whole summer, the entire summer, and it didn't resolve itself until 7 days before the first game.
And I don't even think Deron Bland is healthy yet. He's not even able to start yet. So it's
That's what they did. Look,
I
bro,
see the move that they made, but why are they not looking at it as, oh, this is Jerry trying to calm us down to see what he can do now that Mike isn't here.
because it's a contract that didn't have to go to the very end. He's not. Listen, Micah Parsons was a yesterday's price isn't today's price.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, this is like when you look at the Mike history will look at the Micah Parsons deal when it talks about the Dallas Cowboys. History is going to say the textbook example of yesterday's price isn't today's price. You should have paid yesterday's price. Michael was willing to take he was willing to take mid to late 30s just to be with the team. You see what I'm saying? Just to let's be smart about this. Let's get it. Let's be smart. Mm-mm. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now you can go ahead and spin it however you need to. As a fan base, they got to spin it to make it make sense. See, it's easy for us to just say, "Fuck Chip Kelly." He got rid of Deshaun. He got rid of Vic. He got rid of. We know. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like we're on the other end. The
Mm-hmm.
difference is that our organization has proven itself to have the propensity to take on a significant dead money cap hit like they did last year, $54 million. Okay, so when you asking like when they say to you, like how is Howie doing this? How is he writing up these? How is he getting these contracts done and everything like that? Howie, there you go. They'll be willing to do that. take big dead money cap hits, you know what I'm saying, because the cap is going up. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Get
So
it
it's
out
not,
the way.
yeah, it's just
Pay
all
him and
about
get it out the way.
maintaining. Yeah,
Yeah, you pay him all the money up front, and then when you get closer to signing somebody else,
you
you
take
have to
that
take
hit.
attention.
Yeah, you take the hit, knowing it's going to free you up to be able to take the next one. It's just a build up. Every couple of years, you just take that big dead money cap hit, clear people off the books. You know what I'm saying? They got one more payment in Bradbury done. I think Fletcher Cox is done. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a Jason Kelsey done. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot. If you go look at the dead money cap hits, you see after this year, that's it. It's up for a lot of people, but it's also anticipation at some point or another we're gonna have to start taking them hits to get the books right to settle up because we're gonna have to re up with Jalen pretty soon.
Yeah, we got
You know what I'm
Jalen
saying?
Carter. I think I don't see any. The only move that I see that we can possibly still make is that cornerback move. But from hearing the way that Nick Sirianni is talking and from Howie Roseman, they're they're content with their cornerbacks. They're
You know
content.
what? I don't blame them. We got a
They're
lot.
content. Yeah,
We got
they
a
got
lot.
a lot of cornerbacks.
Yeah.
They got Eli Ricks back. They can pull up the practice squad.
and
So it's
and,
just
and we could look because we only rush four. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's gonna always be the case, but like if we can build off of that, you know what I'm saying? That's plenty of help. You see what I'm saying? The way the defense is designed. You see what I'm saying? So even if that still becomes a thing, but I think Jacorian Bennett's going to be the one after week 2. You know what I'm saying? I
I can
think
see
by
him starting. Honestly, I can
I
see him
I
starting.
wouldn't be surprised, but I think week 2.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
They're gonna start like week 2. He might end up playing week 1, but not starting.
okay. The
You know what I'm
rotation,
saying? Yeah. And I think it'll be him in week 2.
and
Yeah.
that's what you mean by a tune-up because
Yeah.
we just trying to put him out there, see what he does
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
against George
We gotta
Pickens.
we
Most
gotta
likely,
do it in a real game.
yeah. We just want to see
You know
how
what
they
I'm saying?
compete.
Yeah.
That's it. We want to
Yeah.
see them compete now. That's all.
Yeah. So even though so therefore it's less of a question mark than what there's something there was activity to address this. I want to now we get to see whether it works or not. I don't know, but at least there was some activity. Same thing with the safety position.
Yeah,
Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we could do with Sidney Brown and having Marcus Epps back into the fold. You see what I'm saying? Shoring things up there. You know what I'm saying? And then
I
you
think
got
Makuba
and
started. Though. I
yeah,
think
that's what I'm
Makuba
saying.
started opposite of Blankenship.
Yeah, get the youngin
And
out there. Get the
and
youngin.
Epps is starting. He's back up for Blankenship, is he?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got you. So yeah,
yeah.
when you see
So
those rotational pieces in there, we can't be surprised about that.
and that's another veteran. A nice mix of another veteran. You know what I'm saying? On the back end, on the safety end. You see what I'm saying? Like from a culture standpoint, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We can make this shit happen. And then the linebackers.
Let's not get man. Now,
God
okay.
damn.
So I will say this:
God damn.
back in 23, that was our main concern, linebackers, and even in 22, linebackers was a concern as well because
Right.
we had independent contractors as linebackers. Now
Right.
that we officially have like
Draft picks.
solidified
Yeah.
players on the
Yeah.
team with Zach Bond, with N'Kobe Dean coming back week
Yep.
5,
Yep.
and Jahad Campbell, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. With them in there now, that's what makes me more comfortable about this defense because that was a huge concern I had the last 2-3 years was that linebacker position. Now that we have that there, it's going to only help out. It helps out the defensive line, and it's helping out our secondary. So what we have is only going to make us better. And I think putting Jahad Campbell out there, any Cowboys fans watching, watch Jahad Campbell. He's going to do what Micah should have been doing. I guarantee you that.
I'll say this, right? Because there's some people it's just undeniable, and then there's some people you don't need to see it. And what I mean by is that let's let's look at this the way this team is forming itself. There's only two defensive starters who are captains, Zach Bond and Reed Blankenship. You know what I'm saying? which tells you something. Number one, good on Zach. I mean, of course, Zach Bond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, he's the old guy on the defense. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's actually the old guy, and we're the second youngest team in the league. The second thing, good on Reed Blankenship. He's also the team's NFLPA representative. And you want a guy like that you want a guy like that in a leadership position with the team when the league is about to go through the CBA. You know what I'm saying? It also is a vote of confidence by the team that have him as a captain as well and the NFLPA representative. That means they probably gonna want to sign him, you know what I'm saying, get him
Yeah.
extended, you know what I'm saying, probably by the end of the year or whatever, you
Give me
know.
1 second.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna just keep talking, okay? And then you got now here's the thing. You don't need you don't need to have a C on your chest to know who the captains are. You know what I'm saying? You know, Smitty ain't got a C on his chest, but Smitty is a captain. You know what I'm saying? If he open up his mouth and talk, the young is going to step. They're going to, come to attention. You know what I'm saying? I know Nolan Smith ain't got a C on his chest, but he's still a captain. You know what I'm saying? BG passed the mic, passed the baton to him. You know what I'm saying? I also think that Jordan Davis is probably going to end up with a C at some point. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't think not Jalen Carter, not yet. You know what I'm saying? One more year. You know what I'm saying? But it's not hard to be able to identify who the captains are, and not all the captains on that team got C's on their chest. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point. And listen, folks, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hook your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Eagles Collective podcast. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you square up with them, get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the algorithm going. This is Dallas Hate Week. You know what I'm saying? And Vinny Hagan, uh-oh. Vinny Hagan says, Leo, F the birds. Yeah, see, they're triggered. I told you.
It's
They're
fine.
triggered. You know what I'm saying?
I don't be tripping on that. Just because at the end of the day, it just means something we saying is hitting a nerve. That's all it is.
Yes.
Something
Listen,
we saying is hitting a nerve.
the moment they ask you to start playing the hypothetical game, that's when you know you won. The moment they ask you to play the hypothetical game, if the 93 Cowboys were shit, nope.
Well, this is my thing to go with that. So the Cowboys won in '92. I was only born in '91. So
Damn.
the Cowboys won in '92, right?
Uh-huh.
Or '93.
93.
So imagine those Cowboys win in '92. What do you think those Cowboy fans were doing?
Wait a minute. They did. No. They were going for they won in 91. No, they won in 90. They won two in a row and then lost and then won their third one.
What year was that first one?
That first one I think was 93. Oh, here it is. 92, 93, and 95. That's it. Thank
Okay.
you, Philly
So
D.
we
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
so
you,
that
Philly D.
92 years. So you telling me that whole off season, that same anybody that remembers that year, that same energy that you felt, that's what we got. You look at your roster, you look at who you got, and you only getting better from it. That's where we at right now. We
Yeah.
just at that point to where we just building on on the talent that we have.
Bro, I was 17, 18, and 20.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah. See what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. So it's like
I'm 50.
so
I'm looking at these years. I'm like, yeah, 17, 18, 20. I'm 50 now.
yeah.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
it's just like just imagine what that fan base was feeling like. That's where
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
got YouTube now to where you get it everywhere you go. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I enjoy the documentary. You know what I'm saying? It actually is a good. It's a good watch.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good
Yeah,
documentary. It the thing is too, it gave its flowers to those teams that they had
well
to play.
deserved.
I give them that. They gave
Yeah,
them flowers.
yeah.
So,
I didn't know it was that bad with his spine. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? I remember
Yeah.
when he went down and everything like that, and I remember seeing him in the neck brace and everything like that. I just didn't. I never understood the severity of it. Now I understood because the vet was, as they said, I've been on that vet on that field before. It's a
Mhm.
carpet and concrete. Yeah,
Now,
it's
answer this for me.
uh
I did not know that. I did not know that Jerry Jones actually played football. I didn't know that.
yeah, him and Jimmy
So he
Johnson
played.
were on the same team. I knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know
I
that.
knew that.
So
Yeah, I knew that.
so that
Yeah.
was surprising for me to see that, and for him to know how a team camaraderie is, and for him to still participate in the locker room the way that he does as an owner. It's like, and remember what I was saying is it mainly like the last 3 episodes was mainly about who made the Herschel Walker trade. Was it Jimmy Johnson or was it Jerry Jones?
That's
That's
what that
literally what it was about. The
that's
whole
where it was. Yeah, that's where it became about two old men. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I know somebody else who's like, yo, that's actually typical Arkansas. And I was
Mm,
like, oh, it was like, yeah. People like that from Arkansas, they're typically like that. They want the credit. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Because they don't want to be looked at as dumb hicks you see what I'm saying? So I get it.
But I just look at it as just take the win, bro. It really don't.
Bro, they both did it in I always thought it was both of them.
Yeah, I always thought
I
it was
always thought
both of them.
I didn't realize, like I just didn't understand. What do you mean who took the credit? You're the owner, he's the coach. It takes both of y'all. Everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? Who they gonna know? Who they gonna know? Everyone know that Jimmy was probably the one who had to pick out the players and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And Jerry had he had to confirm it and okay it all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not like he wasn't. It's not like he didn't play football. Fucking Al Davis was a coach.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no matter what you say and everything like that, J- hey, I know he's the owner and the GM and everything like that, but the dude actually played football. He hired, you know what I'm saying, his teammate. He
So also with all that, and looking at the way Jalen Hurts has performed
mhm.
since he's been a starter, what type of I don't know if you're a stat guy or not, but what type of stats do you see him with ending this season? Now
Okay, good question.
With Kevin Patullo being somebody that's been with them since his
Uh-huh. He's
I
our
call it number
Schottenheimer.
two Hurts.
He's
Yeah,
our Shoddy. He's our version of Shoddy.
just the OC.
Yep. 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 Just only, but didn't become the head coach. It's just the
And
OC.
he
Yeah.
was the pass game coordinator too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I look at it like that.
he's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
he's
saying?
seen AJ Brown come in
Yeah. He's been
and
here.
he's
They all
seen what the
know him.
team looked like without him.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
taking all that into account, you know what I'm saying, and recognizing that every year I had that, me and Kevin Patullo has watched Jalen Hurts go through 5 different coordinators and watching him, navigate a new coordinator every year. I would imagine that when it's his turn, you know what I'm saying, he's probably already figured out how this relationship is going to look, which means I would suspect that this offense has a lot of Jalen in it. I think will probably have had a lot of input in the way this offense is going to run. You see what I'm saying? I think that they'd be fools to not have thought and game plan around how to account for teams accounting for Saquon. You know what I'm saying? So highlighting those types of formations that they're using Because again, it's no big secret. You know what we're gonna do. Your job is to stop us from doing it. That's the bottom line. That's the there's it's the freedom and the curse. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is going to be prepared for what they perceive is the way what we use to get to the Super Bowl. We had a 2,000-yard rusher. We'd be dumb not to try it again, not to run them again. They'd be dumb not to prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you already know what we're going to do. Your job is to stop us. Does Dallas have the toys to stop what we have? You know what I'm saying? Do you have the toys? And what we ended up doing is we ended up strengthening our strengths on offense. You know what I'm saying? We ended up, you know what I'm saying? We focused heavily on this defense. When you think about the like with the amount of changeover that we're going to sustain, understand, yes, we lost 7 defensive starters, but we brought back over 30 people who are in at minimum in year 2 of the Vic Fangio experiment. This is you understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are going Moro Jomo, Jalex Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw film on them in the Super Bowl and in the NFC East Championship game. So they
Zach Bond.
yeah,
Zach
Zach
Bond was
Bond.
that.
Y'all know who Jordan Davis is. You know who Jalen Carter is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who Reed is. Y'all know who Cooper is, and you know who Quinion is. Come on, homie. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys. There's a few guys who were here, like Jeremiah Trotter Jr. You know what I'm saying? We got the youngin, Jihad Campbell. You know what I mean? Like, are you serious right now? You know what I'm saying? Then we got who else? We got McCollum. You know what I'm saying?
Cullum, you got Reed,
Yeah,
you got
like
Coop, like you got Coop and Quinion. Coop and Quinion just alone, the buy-in is there with them. Like,
bruh,
like
bruh.
I also put the secondary coach. I
Christian
commend him.
Parker.
I give him his flowers. Yeah,
Christian Parker.
yeah, because he
Yeah,
could have left. He could have left.
yeah,
And a lot of people don't know this, but Christian Parker is the same one that was the coach for Patrick Surtain with the Broncos. So he taught up Patrick Surtain, developed him. Not saying Surtain was already good, but he helped develop him to be the NFL player that he is.
yeah. Which
So
is why I wouldn't be opposed to the Justin Simmons signing. You see what I'm saying? Because they
I
got
think
that.
that Justin Simmons signing is kind of like I think that door is closed now. To be
Yeah,
honest.
no. I'm saying during the
Oh, back
offseason
when they were
why I
talking
was
about
saying
it.
it. Yeah, yeah. Like
Okay.
I wasn't opposed about it because I understand that there was a connection there of success. Vic don't say nothing unless he don't say your name. If he say your name, you doing something. I don't know what you
Do
doing.
you feel like Vic picked these position coaches on defense, or do you
Yes.
think that was Nick Sirianni?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I think it's Vic. That's the
Yeah.
only way you're gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Vic.
Yeah.
I think Nick lets Vic run it the way he needs to, like the way he fully needs to. If it wasn't like that last year, it's like that this year. But I
Yeah.
feel like it was like that last year. Vic, he got to go. Okay, coach. Bryce Huff. You know what I'm saying? He got to
Yeah. I can
go.
see Vic saying I
They
can't do anything with them.
yeah. Look, man, and I can't have him here. You
Bryce Huff was just another Hassan Reddick at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
yeah. I
Vic
don't know
doesn't
what
want
it
that.
is about C.J. Gardner Johnson, but there's something about him that rubs them wrong. He got to go.
Yeah.
Okay, coach. You know what I'm saying? We tried. You know what I'm saying? There's a particular type of player, a particular type of way. You know what I'm saying? Something that we don't see, a trait. You
He
see what I'm
wants
saying?
he wants versatility. And I remember
Mhm.
I forgot who this was that said it, but they basically said the way that Vic views the football as it is now is he says it's so much space nowadays than it was
Uh-huh.
back then. The fact that it's more space, the type of players that you need now need to be more versatile. So if you're a safety, you need to be able to drop down when necessary.
Yeah.
If you're a linebacker, you need to be able to drop back when necessary.
You,
Same thing with edges. So
when Cooper DeJean pile drive Derrick Henry, that was an example of that being
correct.
able to. Okay, yep,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
or the Kobe Dean's interception against the Jaguars to end the
yeah,
game.
in the end
That was
zone.
him being able to drop back.
Yeah,
Now the linebackers that we've had in the past haven't been able to do that.
yeah, but we got some athletic ass linebackers right now.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
the
I'm saying?
thing is, we're putting in defensive players, but we're also putting in versatility with these players. We
Right,
don't want them to just be a one trick pony and just do that one thing.
right.
And as much as I hate to say it to Cowboys fans, that was a little bit how Micah Parsons was. And that was the reason why defensive coordinators couldn't use Micah Parsons the way they wanted to, because Micah Parsons preferred being that just pin your ears back and go after the quarterback. And that's why he liked the the head coach over there and with the Commanders right now.
You mean with the Packers? No,
No,
oh, Dan
Commanders.
Quinn. Yeah,
Yeah,
because Dan
Dan
Quinn,
Quinn.
Dan,
Because
yeah, Dan
that's the way
Quinn,
Dan
yeah.
Quinn
I thought
operated.
that's where he was gonna go.
That's where I thought he was going to go.
I was like, if he go, he gonna go with Dan Quinn.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and Jonathan Gannon was the same way. He wanted them to have their ears pinned back and just go after the quarterback. Hence why we got all the sacks that 2022 season. So we need somebody that's going to be able to drop back. That was a big issue in the 2023 season. Hassan Reddick did not want to drop back. Josh Sweat did not want to drop back. So now that we got a
Yep,
DC that
yep.
is like, no, I need, if you can't drop back, you're not starting on this team. I don't care how much you get paid. I don't care how long you've been here. You are not going to start on my defense. So that's what they needed at the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
that's where
And
I'm
that's
at
why I said
with
a
defense.
particular type of player. Okay, so there are traits that he
Mm.
needs. That there are specific type of traits that our defensive coordinator has been and had. You know what? Yes, he has full control. There's no way you can. There's no way you can make a jump from 26 to 1, and it's not and it not be how you designed it to be. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
you saw how happy it was when they got Jahad Campbell. You saw how happy it was when
Yeah.
they were
Oh yeah.
there
Yeah.
in the war room.
Yeah. Yeah.
That versatility is what he wanted.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I think and again, that's something that I think Cowboy fans, particularly because of what is happening with Jerry Jones and this whole thing. Look, here's the thing. Right now, it's over.
mm,
Regardless of whether it's good or bad, it's over now. Okay. And so because it's over now, you know what I'm saying? They get to take that collective breath of fresh air. It's a wait. You know what I'm saying? That's all. They're just, there's now the finality. That's why I said the different phases of grief that Cowboy fans are feeling right now. There
mm,
you have it. You know what I'm saying? So you just what we have to do is, you know what I'm saying, again, it's Cowboys hate week. So we just got to keep our foot on their necks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And just keep telling them, telling them things that like and part of being able to do that is by conducting ourselves just by being regular. We are winners. We don't care about your feelings. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? We really don't care. Y'all could have, like y'all could have paid him in the mid 30s. Y'all gonna have they're gonna have a hard knocks moment. When they start dropping these episodes, you know what I'm saying? The Cowboy fan base, the ones that's been kicking Micah's back out on the way out now,
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
yeah,
If Cowboy fans are still upset
yeah,
about that trade at this
yeah,
moment,
yeah, yeah.
are you
Talk to
still
me
upset
after that
about
come
that
out.
trade, or do you see Jerry Jones trying to save you in the long run? That's my question with that. Anybody that wants to put in the comments, I'm just curious. Do you see what Jerry Jones is trying to do? Because when you look up
Mm.
that defensive tackle they picked up, he's put up numbers too. He's put up numbers. My question is he going to coach up everybody else on that defensive line? So I truly think the Cowboys can end the season at number 2 in the NFC East. It's a possibility, and it's just
Look,
what are what are they
it,
capable of doing?
they
Are they going to let this just be a reason why they just kind of
no,
just
they ain't trying to get him
bend the
back.
knee, or are they going to say,
No,
you know what, let's prove we can do this without Micah?
exactly. That's what they're gonna be like. That right there, B.
I think
B.
half of them are going to be like that.
B. No, it's going to be B. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because it's Dallas. Everything's big. They got all the cameras on them. Someone in the next team meeting is going to say, the Hard Knock cameras was here. We got to give them something to talk about. If they're going to talk about it, let's give them something to talk about. God damn it! Are you the Dallas Cowboys or the Dallas Micahs?
The
you know,
Dallas Lakers.
you know what I'm saying? Like, which is it? That's what that like to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Who we playing on Thursday? The Dallas Cowboys or the Dallas Micahs? You know what I'm saying?
Or the
So
Jerry Jones. Yes.
yeah, that like which is it? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all going to be? And again, just like I don't like. All right, look, I pointed this out, and I'm gonna point it out again. I already said it. When the Washington Commanders found out that they had to play us for the NFC Championship game, right? They had 1 week to prepare for us. Okay. Now, Warren, in that whole week, what do you think the coaches was telling the whole entire defense? Stop Saquon. Stop Saquon. All week, that's all you heard. Saquon, 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 Saquon. Watch Saquon. That's all you heard the whole week. All right. And then the first play, as Saquon touches the ball, he runs. Mind you, this comes after the very same defensive coordinator has returned. Okay. And he said, if you run Jalen, we're going to hit him like a running back. Remember that? They
Oh, I
said that.
remember.
Look, this is what they said, okay? And this is issues be coming in because I'm only going off of what was actually said. I'm not making this shit up. Nothing in what I'm saying is a lie. I'm not lying to you. They said that, right?
Oh, I remember I made a video on that.
Yeah.
That was their defensive coordinator.
Coordinator, yeah.
He said if he runs, we will hit him like a running
We're gonna
back.
treat him like a running back. Oh,
And what did they do the very first game as soon as they got the ball? First possession.
do you know how demoralizing that is? Do you realize that? Do you recognize what that could do for your team? Like how that could do, like psychologically, and then proceed to get 55.
Hmm.
We put 55 on them. 5-5. That's why the youngin was laughing because he didn't hear he hadn't heard JD 55. He was like, wait a minute, who's JD? Oh, damn, that's what we call him. I'm using it. You know what I'm saying? Because he lives out of market. So he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Which made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
But where the delusion comes in is yeah, we're still looking at y'all like y'all crazy. Who told you? Like, because the way they talk, you would never think that we did that to them.
You would think they won the Super Bowl low key.
Bruh, listen, Jalen Daniels is already better than Jalen Hurts. That like that's how they already talking now.
After one season. It's fine. Let them.
I mean,
My thing is, I like when they think like that with the confidence. So then when we go in and we put their head in the mud, they end up looking crazy. You heard all the talk the championship game. They thought they were going to beat us.
yeah,
I
bro.
looked at it as you beat us the first game with no Jalen Hurts. If y'all beat us with Jalen Hurts, okay, I'll give y'all y'all's props. But clearly y'all are seeing that if Jalen Hurts is on the field, y'all can't win.
Again, mind you, a 1 year wiser Jalen Hurts, because this man has shown you consistently every year. He from year one to last year, y'all saw a progression in his ability to properly play the my battery just died on me, but I'm gonna keep going. You know
No,
what I'm
you
saying?
good.
You saw what you saw was the ability for that man to figure out how to play with a brand new offensive coordinator every year. You
Yeah.
know what kind of mind, like at this point, you know what I'm saying? He's probably we know for a fact that in 6 years he's absorbed 6 different offenses and still had the kind of years that he's had. Wait till this might be the very first glimpse of what a little small smidget of of stability could look like.
I'm
This
calling
isn't
a
this
4,000
is
yard passing
yeah,
season.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So this isn't like unlike any other year with a new coordinator, this ain't somebody new. This someone who been here the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested in seeing has Kevin Patullo figured what his interpretation of this Ferrari is going to look like. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what he got. He got a fucking Ferrari. He's had how long has Nick been on the team?
I would say I think 5 years.
Okay, so he's been there the whole 5 years.
Yeah. The first year Jalen was that was Jalen's rookie year. So
I think
Jalen's
he
been in the
I
league
think
for
he
six
was I
years.
think he's from Doug's staff.
You might be right.
I think yeah. We still got some people from Doug's staff here.
You
I
think
think
so?
I think yeah. I'm not sure.
The last one I can think of was Deuce.
No,
But
you know what? No, because I think he came here from Indianapolis with Nick. I
you
think he's
talking
from Patullo,
no,
yeah.
yeah, he came in here from with Nick.
Yeah, from
Uh,
Indianapolis. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
he came in
Yeah.
with Nick. Nick
Yeah,
brought him
Frank
and he was
Wright.
the
That's
assistant.
why. He's a Frank
Yeah,
Wright guy.
yeah, and Frank Wright,
Was
yeah,
our
Nick
offensive
Sirianni was under
coordinator.
Frank Wright.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Nick Sirianni worked for Frank Wright. But it was before Jesse said Leo forgot to pay the light bill. You know what, Jesse, you ain't right, man. But that's a good one. I gotta find a damn where's the table? Okay. Anywho, so yeah, Nick Sirianni is how long we been going?
I would say about an hour.
Yeah, shit, man. Um, all right. Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll be just fine. You know what I'm saying? I think like I'm just interested in seeing how how Kevin Patullo's interpretation of this offense is going to be under um with his offense and how much is this has Jalen's hot sauce on it too. I think a lot of this is Jalen too.
I think it's going to be a lot of. I think we're going to see a lot more RPO with this season. We're going to see a lot more RPO.
Uh,
Now, I truly wish, as much as some Eagles fans may not want to hear it, I do want to see that 2023 Jalen Hurts without the interceptions because I think that was Jalen's best pass season, his best passing game season. So I would like to see that with
you
a little bit of 2022 season with the RPO.
talking about
That's what I would like to see.
you're talking about that. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. You're talking. I see him having uh a 3,500 to 4,000 yard season. He could do that because I think with the amount of attention that Saquon is going to have, it's like okay, you're going to see more of like you're going to see teams try to mimic how they play defense against us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And by doing so, it's a you know, I don't know. We're really really dangerous. This is really a pick your poison type of situation here. You know what I'm saying?
See that.
This is a really, really, really uh uh interesting set of circumstances we now find ourselves in. Okay.
It's going to be. I don't think that Saquon is going to rush for the amount of yards that he did. I
Mhm.
can definitely see him doing maybe 1,200 to 1,300 yards. But I will say his receiving yards and receptions will go up. That's one thing that I can see. His
Right.
receptions going up with AJ Dillon in the backfield. Like that's the piece that people keep forgetting about. This AJ Dillon, like
Bruh.
that
We
everybody is sleeping on that right now.
our running back room got better.
Yeah.
And that's after we lost KG. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Our running back room actually got better. AJ Dillon behind this offensive line, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he's bigger than Saquon. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
I like that he's a receiving back too.
Yup. Yeah,
He's
he's
not
not
just
just a
run down the
bruiser.
middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
but
bruiser, but he could catch. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So, and look, the only thing I will maintain about Will Shipley, I like Will Shipley, I really do. I just hate he keep running out of gas on them long runs.
Oh, Saquon gonna get him right.
Yeah, it's his conditioning. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Saquon gonna get him
But
right.
everything else I like him. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna run out of gas. He runs out of gas. At the end of long runs. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay though. My man's still gonna give you what he got. I like him. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the clip of Jalen talking to him, telling him like, "Yo, keep doing what you're doing. Just be a little tighter." You know what I'm saying? Great route. And Jordan Mailata was like, I love watching you coach him up. Yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Then you
So
got Dotson. You got Dotson right
and a
there.
contract year,
Yeah,
motivated.
I think Jahan Dotson. I can see a 500.
Yeah.
Receiving yard
I see baby
season.
AJ. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Darius
bro.
Cooper. Yeah, they call him baby
Darius Cooper is
AJ.
about to be wide receiver three. That's
Yo,
why. That's wide receiver three right there.
yeah,
That's
and
our low key.
wait,
That can be our Debo Samuels.
wait. And you ain't even said nothing about no John Mechie yet. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, bro.
Yeah. Like Cowboy fans don't know about this. They don't know about Darius Cooper. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know all that much about John Mechie and the connections there and everything like that. They don't realize just how much more dangerous our wide receiver group just got. You know what I'm saying? We got a
But
we got
see,
a
that's
baby
that's what's
AJ, y'all.
frustrating though. That's what's frustrating because they say we surround our team with all this talent. This isn't talent. Well, it's talent, but these are players that people got rid of. These are players that people said we don't want anything else to do with.
Yep,
Like we the ones
yep,
that developed them and gave
yep,
them. We're the ones that built them up.
yep.
Like just
Look,
like Mekhi Becton, Zach Bond.
you
Zach
leave here
Bond's been in
better
the
than
league for
when you
so
came
long.
here.
Yeah,
You
Zach
leave
Bond
here
was in the
better than
league
when
for
you
how
got here.
long?
Yeah,
How
yep,
old is Zach Bond?
yep. I think he'll be 30. You know what I'm saying? He might be 29, get ready to turn 30 or already 30.
Yeah, Zach Bond being special teams player for so
Yeah.
long with the Saints. We pick him
Uh-huh.
up. He's a linebacker, like playing that role. And then you got
Uh-huh.
Mekhi Becton getting
Uh-huh.
pushed out by the Jets. They gave up on him. We
Uh-huh.
took him in. Like then Mechie, they gave
Yeah.
up on him on the Texans. We'll
Yeah.
see what he can do. Darius Cooper, undrafted free agent, not even invited to the combine. Like, bro, this
Yeah,
like
come on, y'all. Hook your boys up. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And also, hey, y'all, look, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is with me right now. Okay. So I'm sorry I haven't been paying attention too much to the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I am looking, I'm trying to go through some of these right now. I see what y'all saying, but just know that, and if you haven't done so yet, go over to the Eagles Collective podcast, get them a subscribe and share this stuff too, y'all. Y'all know it's Dallas Hate Week, so I just got to make sure that like we're just going over. We're just realizing, like, look. Everything you hear me and Warren saying, we're just explaining why we're in the checkout line and Dallas is still in customer service. It's a different thing. We're in two different lines. It's a completely different thing. You know what I'm saying? And I get that the Cowboy fans are they're inspired. They're the news. Okay, they are the news, but they didn't get any better. It's still a tune-up game. It is what it is. We're in we're in very two different planes right now. Okay, so I'm not really gonna put a whole lot. To be honest with you, I'm not really putting a whole lot into this first game. It's a tune-up game. I know it's game one and it's a division game, but it's Dallas. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? For real. It really if we lost, okay, we lost. We're still winning the Super Bowl. And I think that
Now, no. What everything you said is on point. I will say, I feel like the Cowboys are kind of in that position as the Bengals almost to win their games right now. They
mm,
got to put points up. They got to put points up. They got to
well,
put points on
but
the
see,
board.
that's part of, but see, there's where the delusion comes to bite them in the ass. Remember what I told you? They thought that we had where they think we have, they think, all right, you hear question mark at safety, question mark at DB2, right? That's what that's what you hear about the Philadelphia Eagles for them, right? So when they hear that about us, in their minds, they have fantasies of, oh, that means George Pickens is going to be running like a gazelle all over the place. And Dak is, because we tightened up the O line, Dak is going to be throwing bombs to Pickens. And CD is going to be, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like that's in their heads, that's what they think they did. You know what I'm
it
saying?
sounds good. It sounds good,
Yes,
but
but they, because they've been out, they've been so far removed and caught up in the whole, like their bandwidth has been very, very low. That's the reason
mm,
why they're not aware of who it is we talking about and what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's that they're not updated on us, not like they think they are. You
yeah,
know,
not no,
that's
and
why,
like rightfully so. There's probably players on that team we don't even know about yet. But at the end of the
right?
day,
Because
I
yeah,
don't
because
think
I was gonna say I really don't like. All right, when you take Mike away, I don't really know. I know there's a Digazua. I know there's. I don't really know him like that.
now
I know
now I
Mozzie
will
because they
say
make fun of him.
now I know they picked up that one dude from Boston College, Ezraku. That's
Yeah,
who the Eagles wanted to pick up. Now he's a beast. I will give
yeah,
him that. Like he's a beast, and
right.
I think their edges, they'll be straight on edges. I just don't think those edges up against Mylata and Lane Johnson. I
Uh,
just
for your
just
first game,
yeah. I
that's what
just
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like this is
I just don't think
this is their first game
yeah.
with a brand new coach, brand new defensive coordinator. Shit, it's brand new damn league. And your
Hmm.
first game is our banner night. Man, y'all about to get fucked up. I'm sorry, but y'all about to get fucked up. Them
Yeah.
dudes yo, you're that's this is the product you are fielding against this goon squad. We got, there's a look, there, it's a white boy on the team they call the Vanilla Gorilla. After we just got with the exciting whites, right? We
Mm.
we went we don't went from the exciting whites to the vanilla gorilla. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. This dude, he may not even get a chance to play. That's how deep we are.
I think he's gonna play. I think
I
they'll put him
know.
in as a rotation. I just feel like he's not even gonna shine until next year. And that's what's
That's what I'm
crazy
saying.
about it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
Moro, Jomo, Jay looks Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Smith, Zach Bondad, Jihad Camp. Man, are you serious right now?
that's what I'm saying.
And then you got Quinn Yanamo Bay, Cooper DeJean. Nigga, man, if you don't get out of here,
Now let me ask you about this. Now we got Uche and
Uche, yeah.
Ajalari.
And Aziz
Um,
Ojolari.
how do you feel? Like I haven't heard that much noise about them yet. There hasn't been any noise during practice, but they made the team, so
No
that's a good
news is
thing.
good news.
That's
It's
true. That's true. Because we
it's
haven't
the
heard anything about Jeremiah Trotter either. But
yeah.
he's been
Well,
consistent. So I
yeah. I
wonder
was
if
gonna
that's
say
what they
that's
think.
the one thing that I will say is that his name comes up consistently in a good way, even if it's just like back. Oh yeah, Trot. You know what I'm saying, like that. Even
Mhm.
I've seen Vic do that. He's like, well, yeah, Trot. Like that. I seen him talk that way, but
Yeah.
again, when it's like you listen to what Vic is saying, and then you look at what Vic is doing. You know what I'm saying? And it'll tell you everything you need to know. You know what I'm saying? If he say your name, then you doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And he's not afraid to, he's not afraid to speak his mind about you either. He won't say nothing to us that he won't say to you.
Yeah, he's straight to the point, straightforward.
Yeah,
I like people like that. Like they don't sugarcoat anything.
right,
If it needs to be talked about, he'll give you a straight up answer.
right,
Um,
right, right.
but
Facts, facts.
but that's but even back when they had Huff, remember when they had Huff and
Uh-huh.
he clearly did not like Huff, and
Uh-huh.
he just has a lot of work to do.
And
You
then he
saying
and then promptly got rid of him.
yeah, you're saying somebody they just paid $34 million to for 3 years, he still has work he has to do.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
that
And
proves.
and 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 and, and I had the luxury of knowing that I got an organization who is not who is not who is not willing to move on a mistake real quick. Kudos to the front office. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that didn't work. Bye.
No, that's
You know
facts.
what I'm
Now
saying? Kaiser
now
White.
I didn't
You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know about Howie though. Howie was a big concern because we were thinking is Howie going to get too cocky a little
Uh-huh.
bit after that 2022 season. I felt like he got a little cocky just bringing anybody in that 2023 season.
Yeah,
Because
but
he was
then
kind of just bringing in anybody.
I don't think
People
that no, listen, did it work? Nope. Okay. See, cocky would have been not moving on.
mm,
It would have been cocky of him to not move on. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
It was
and bringing
actually
Vic
great.
in.
It was actually humility. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying? That's the thing. Are you humble enough to be able to admit to a mistake? And then how long does it take for you to admit to a mistake? And then how long does it take for you to actually correct it? There you
mm,
go. There you go.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's the coach. He got to go. All right, coach. Right, bye. Then no matter who you are, I don't care how much money. You know what I'm saying? They don't care how
right.
much money they just paid you. You know what I'm saying?
And
He
that's
on
that's
the
the
yeah,
mentality that Vic got. Because I think before Vic, if that player like same thing with Bradbury, we were paying Bradbury a lot of money, but we
yeah,
kept him on the field. We
yep,
kept him out there.
yep,
And then as soon as Vic was like, "Nah, we're not doing this,"
yeah.
he's
Vic
not
got
that
here.
guy.
Yeah, Vic got here was like, nah. He ain't, and now look, the dead money cap hit. You see what I'm saying? He got one more, and then that's it with him. Come off
And
the
even
books.
Devin White,
Yep,
Devin White
Devin
too.
White, Kaiser White, no, Kaiser White. You know what I'm saying? Devin White, we got Shaq Barrett, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, clear him out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There was always the talk about Vic Fangio was there's never a gray area with Vic Fangio. Either players like them or they don't, particularly veterans. You know what I'm saying? Because he's old school. You know what I'm saying? If he say you gonna go, guess what? You're gonna be gone. Ain't no I'm going to Howie to talk. See, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference in the with the Cowboys. The owner is the GM. You know what I'm saying? Now,
that has to
now,
be
now
frustrating.
yeah. So now it's like, okay. Now and here's the thing. Here, the talk is if you do what you're supposed to do, if you don't get a bag here, you can leave here. You still gonna go get a bag. Ask Makai.
And if you beat expectations, we'll
Yeah,
even pay you
yeah,
as
yep,
that
yep.
bonus
If
sign
we yeah, we'll pay you. If it work out, blah 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 blah, you're gonna get a ring. At least you know you're gonna
Yeah.
get a ring. You know, at least with the Philadelphia Eagles, you know you got a greater than average chance of getting a ring for the next 4 years, based off of how we looking. And there's a particular core group of guys who are going to be here for at least the next 3 to 4 years. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Player wise, talent wise, that's a massive amount of stability to be able to have. You know what I'm saying? Dallas is doing the same thing, but the thing I think with Dallas is that Dallas has a whole lot of young on top of young on top of young. You know what I'm
My
saying?
question is: does Dallas feel like they have the right coaching staff
They won't
to
know.
develop these young players?
The only way to answer that question is to fast forward to the end of the season. We ain't never
Have
seen
the
this
right
before.
coaching staff for these players
Yeah,
because
we don't know.
these players can be talented. They can be talented as all get out. But if they're not getting developed and coached,
Look, Dallas
it's
is
gonna be
not
there.
completely devoid of talent. No one's saying the George Pickens deal trade wasn't a good. They won the day with that one. That was a very sound pick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he crashed out, what better a team to crash out playing for? Jerry got a propensity for broken people. You know what I'm saying? That's just it's
It
always been
helps
his
stir the
way.
pot too. Helps stir the pot.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's always been his way. You know what I'm saying? If he got your back, he got your back. Like he said in the documentary. Remember that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I'm of the opinion, you know what I'm saying, that they based off of these current moves, even with the Micah Parsons thing, to recover such as they did with what they got, you know what I'm saying? One, yeah, you fucked up because you could have got him for the mid to late 30s a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it depends now on what you're going to do with these draft picks to determine who won the day, really. You see what I'm saying?
Pick. Who's making the pick is a big question.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is your
who's the
scouting team
ones that
looking like?
yeah, who's the ones, the scouting department. Jerry
Are
may
you going
want
to
to
get another
consider
Deuce
getting a
Vaughn with
whole
that?
new scouting department.
Yeah, you going to get another Deuce Vaughn? You going to get another Mozzie Smith?
Yep,
Like, what type of production are you going to get
yep,
out of these draft picks?
yep.
Because everybody's saying the reason why Cowboy fans don't like it is because the Packers are already a solid team, so they probably going to get 20th pick anyway. So it doesn't really put them in contention with
It
having
it
that pick.
it
But you
it,
have
it
two.
right. I was gonna say, here's what it does do for them though. If I were them, you know what I'm saying, I would just swap picks. You know what I'm saying? I would swap I would swap both my picks to move back. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And which means that instead of swapping, instead of picking in the mid to late rounds, you know what I'm saying? I might be picking, in the late rounds, meaning I would have acquired, I just switched picks, but I also got the same. I got their picks next year. You see what I'm saying? And
mm.
move those, like, try to and add a third to it, or a fifth or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they can this is some great. Let me ask you something. What what do you think Howie would do if he had these two picks?
Oh, Howie would get a trade. We'll get
Exactly.
Patrick. We'll get Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? If Howie had this kind of draft capital, what do you think he would how you think he would, what I'm saying, what do you think he would do? You know what I'm saying? This is the part about the NFL seasonal experience that the Cowboy fans are don't really get to enjoy as well, only because it's always turmoil. You see what I'm saying? Winning is not the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like in Philadelphia, the main thing when Jalen Hurts says, "Let's keep the main thing, the main thing is wins. That's it. He don't care how we get there, so long as we get the win. That's
He
all he
doesn't
care
care how
about."
it looks either. It doesn't matter how it
Yeah,
looks.
yeah. So
A
what?
win's a win. What's
Yeah,
it gonna say?
yeah,
Hey, when that banner is put up, they're not gonna tell you how they won. They're
yeah.
just
They're
gonna
just gonna
have the
say they
score.
won. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it happened again. Yeah. So I'm of the opinion that all you're going to get is you're just going to get it to where uh Jalen is how it is looks. This offense will be heavily have a lot of Jalen Hurts' hot sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be as efficient. You know what I'm saying? Dallas fans, no, look, there's so many things that are going on with you guys. You don't realize it yet, but you're going to need some time to truly recover. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to truly, you haven't gotten there yet. You know, I admire your fight. I do. I truly admire your fandom. I respect it. You know, I get it. You know, it's got to be tough for you to hear an Eagles fan talking like this. How dare you? I get it. I truly get it. You know what I'm saying? Hurts does suck for them. You know, but listen, it's not whether or not you're going to lose. It's just how bad. That's your biggest concern right now. Your biggest concern is how bad are you going to lose by? Because y'all going to get smashed. There you go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Look, with that, we've been going for a minute, man. So I
Yeah.
tell you what, you know, everybody, please, if you haven't already, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Please subscribe, share the shit out of this. Y'all know what my goal is. Dallas Hate Week. Warren, thank you for coming on to the bird section. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Tell everybody where to find you.
Yeah. Check us out, the Eagles Collective podcast on YouTube. Man, we on every platform right now. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter/X. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Just check us out. It's usually me and three other guys from all over. We usually just talk birds. Our first show is going to be on Tuesday to get the season started for a hate
Nice.
week. But yeah, just check us out. We moving. So
Hey man, let me know when you want me to be on, dog. I want to come back, dog. That was fun. For
most
real.
definitely, we got to set it up. We got to set it up.
All right,
Might
all right.
we might do something the post game. Might do something the day after, either the day after the game, or maybe that weekend after the game.
I was probably going to go live right after the game, just so I could just like, all right, you want to get it out the way, you know.
Yeah,
But then
we
again,
can do that.
depending on how bad it is, you know what I'm saying, you may want to give them a chance to process what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
you know, like, but then again, if it's like the belt to ass, I think it could be. I might just want to just hurry up and tell them to get it now. Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? When you know, because I don't think I, hey, if y'all haven't done so yet, check my earlier videos from about a month ago. I put a video out saying that the front offices of these other fan bases need their asses whooped. So I called this. I'm a month early if you think about it. Check out my
damn.
other videos. I'm a month early, at least 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks early. With calling this when Micah first said he wanted to trade, I said, "Oh, y'all need y'all asses whooped for real."
Most likely, most
All right,
definitely.
all right, man. Look, thank you everybody for coming out to the bird section. Ah, don't worry, I'll make sure my camera's charged next time. Peace.
All right, y'all.